Welcome. Hi, I am Trevor Stone. I am the professor for the Healthcare Systems 310 course, and I wanted to just take a moment to provide a tutorial on navigating Blackboard to the HLSC 310 course, and then some of the useful features on the web page within Blackboard that will be helpful when you're taking my course. Okay, so to start, you would want to go to the blackboard.umkc.edu. Okay, that's this web address, and then go to the section on My Courses, and then you should see, and of course the ending here will be different depending on the session, but this is the spring 2015 version, so you would select that, and then that will take you into the actual course content itself. It defaults to the, right now, the announcements page. When beginning the course, I will try to set it up to go to the Start Here, which will have a copy of this tutorial and some other information there. So I will go there first. Many of you may already know, but the left navigation part of the screen will have whatever course you're logged into, and then it'll have basically some quick links here. So these are the course items. Now, like I said, the announcements is where we are right now, and I will try to keep those updated accordingly. So let's go to the Start Here, and this would have the overview of the course, talk about my name, what to expect. Also, we'll talk about how to turn assignments in, which of course will be in Blackboard, and then the syllabus. It looks like I need to fix something there, so I'm not sure what happened. Um, so that's the first place to go. Then the syllabus itself is over here in the course content as well. You can select that. Here's the file. Again, I'm not sure why there was an issue with the other one. And it'll pop open. And this is a Word document you can open on your laptop or desktop, whatever you're using. And this will go through and provide more details on the week-by-week assignments, give you the textbook information, and the rubric for grading overview there. So you can see here, I won't go through it all, but basically I would suggest you going through and familiarizing yourself with that. I did also include a syllabus quiz, so it'll assess how well you were able to read the syllabus, understand the syllabus, and certainly if you have any questions, please send me an email. And that leads me into the next portion of the Blackboard website, which is Ask the Professor. And I will go back up and talk about the week by week. But if you do have a question about anything, just come down here and do the email, Professor. Well, I shortened it so you could read it all, but Prof Stone. And what that'll do is that'll email me within Blackboard, so that way I won't miss your messages, because sometimes items can be more difficult to find if it goes directly to my Outlook account, as well as it'll keep a record of the correspondence back and forth within the Blackboard course, which makes it easier as well. So just click on that, and it'll give you the option to go to the inbox, your inbox, and then you can create a message and send it to me there. Okay, so let's go back up to the week by week. So this is the important part in terms of knowing, okay, what do I have to get done? And these folders will have different items in them. They'll have materials, as I mentioned before. There'll be the syllabus quiz. Also, it'll have your assignments, your activities, as I like to call them. And with those activities, some of those are to be graded. Now, the other items will be materials or resource information. So, for instance, for the first week, there'll be a chapter 1 PowerPoint. So after you've read the chapter, you would want to come here, open up the PowerPoint, go through, familiarize yourself with that. There is, for the weeks we have quizzes, which is pretty much every week, there is a quiz review, which gives you an idea of what topics to cover and you should familiarize yourself with. And then the actual quiz, which each of them are 20 questions, and you'll get one chance to take those. And in the syllabus, you may be asking yourself, well, what happens if I'm late on turning something in? There is information about that, so I would reference the syllabus. And then any videos, you would just select the link itself, and depending upon the video, some of them will actually go out to YouTube or connected to YouTube. Others are on different websites or internal to UMKC. Like UMKC has the rights to it. And then you just go in and play, and it gives you the amount of time it'll take the video to, the length of the video, excuse me. So those are the videos. So let's go back into, oops, pause for a second. Okay, so we're back to the week by week folder, which, as I said, is very important. That's where all the assignments will be. And you can self-pace yourself through the course. That's one advantage of being an online course. Everything will be set forth for you. And if you do want to work ahead, that's perfectly fine. There's not a problem with that. I will say, in terms of answers to quizzes, that those are to be shared once the close date of the quiz has occurred. I will try to set it up to where after you've taken the quiz, you at least know which answers that you missed, but then you'll have the full access to the quiz with answers after the due date for the quiz. And the due dates, I'll just emphasize this, is 11:59 p.m. of the date that it's due. So, for instance, if you have something due on the 1st of the month, then by 11:59 that night, if it's turned in at 12 o'clock or 12:01 a.m., then it is considered late. Okay, so grades. If you want to see how you're doing in the course, you can go to the Grade Center and look at your assignments and tests. This will look a little bit different because this is the My Grade Center, but that'll help you keep up to date on the total amount of points you've earned, any late assignments, any assignments coming up. And that's where it's nice too. You may recall when we first entered into the class, there was a dashboard of sorts to give you an idea of what was, excuse me, what was due, what was coming up, and all that good stuff. So, at any rate, that's under the. So let me reframe. Actually, there is not a dashboard. It would be nice to be able to see when everything was due, and that's something. Hopefully, functionality can catch up to that. Let's go back to the left navigation side, and I know I touched on where you can find help. You can ask the professor. Told you about directly send email to me, but then also there's a Q&A form, and if you go there, that's set up for general questions that might be helpful for the entire class to know. It's basically a discussion board. So feel free to create a form if you have questions or whatnot. Please put those in there. That would be great. And then if you move on, there's additional help. Believe it or not, there is a 24/7 call line if you have questions about Blackboard, because I am not the technical expert on Blackboard, but there are such people available 24/7, so you can call that number. If they can't help you right away, they'll open up a ticket and they'll keep you abreast of the status of working to a resolution. And then if you want to self-search for information about Blackboard, how to use it, there is a Blackboard Help Online resource for you. And then lastly, just want to touch on, this is an online course, and there's a lot of information about the social presence and what that means, as well as there's quality matters research in terms of having quality kind of baked into online courses. So I would invite you and suggest that you go look at that too, just to kind of see the research that backs up the online learning and some of the methods of making that most effective. So I appreciate you taking the time to walk through this video. Certainly, I'm available as needed, and I look forward to hearing from you, reading about your responses to activity questions and any other questions you may have about healthcare systems. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day and enjoy the course. Bye bye.